This is Pastor Manny Cuellar on behalf of Man Church. Pastor Glenn Dry asked me to speak to you today. We men wear different hats at different times. We have sometimes, those of us that are married, we wear our husband hat or daddy's cap or grandpa hat. We go to work, we put our workman's hat on, and when we get paid, we have to put on the accounting hat on to budget our money and make sure the bills are paid and put food on the table. And sometimes it gets overwhelming because the different role models, different roles that we have to do on any given day. Sometimes we have to be the disciplinarian. We have to put that hat on, the mentor, the coach hat, and when we go to church, we put our minister's cap on, or our servant cap, or disciple cap. They're just the different roles that we play at any given time, and sometimes it can get very stressful, and it gets overwhelming because people, our families and people in general, they expect a lot of us as men, as leaders, and to as different roles that we fall in. And so I just want to encourage you today that even though it could be stressful and be confused sometimes, we don't know what hat do I put on now, especially in today, in this environment today, and the world situation is with the pandemic. We have to be that encourager for our family. Take away fear from the house because the wife is fearful and scared. Our kids are asking questions why they can't go to school. So we have to be a teacher, and then and guide them through this difficult period of time. And it can be overwhelming because everybody wants our attention. And there are times that we don't have all the answers. But there is one hat that we must put on every day, and that's the armor of God, and that's the helmet of salvation. Go with me to the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 10 through 18, and it reads like this. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. Put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. Therefore, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers and against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Verse 13. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand in the evil day, having done all to stand firm. Stand therefore, having fastened on the belt of truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and as shoes for your feet, having put on the readiness given by the gospel of peace. In all circumstances, take up the shield of faith, which with you can extinguish all the flaming darts of the evil one, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying at all times in the Spirit, without prayer and supplication. So the most important headgear that we need to put on is the helmet to protect our minds, because the enemy is going to attack us. It's going to come at us with different things in our minds to confuse us, to put us, stress us out. So I just want to encourage you, put on the helmet. Be the man of God that God has called you to be. Be that leader. Don't, you really need wisdom. There's times that we men, we don't have all the answers. Families want the answers, and we just don't have them. That's the time we have to go into prayer and ask God, what do we do in any given situation? But the most important gear that we need to put on is the helmet to protect our minds. Because once he attacks us in the mind, and once those thoughts get in through the mind, it will get to the heart, it will get to our emotions, and we'll be stressed out. So I just want to encourage you today, don't forget to put on the helmet. Don't forget to put the armor on. Read the scriptures again, Ephesians 6, 10 through 18. Be in prayer. There's times that we don't have the answers, but that's okay. God will give you the answers. Just be the encourager. We're here to pray for you. We're here to, if you have any prayer requests, once you see this video, just make a comment. Can you please pray for me? If you want us to call you, give us your number. And I guarantee you this, anything that we share with you is confidential, because we want to help you. We're here to help you. We will desire to help you. Our heart is to help you. So God bless you, men. Stay encouraged. Stay in the word. Stay in fellowship with the brethren. This is the time that we need one another, and to motivate one another and be there for one another. Call somebody, call us. Men, call somebody, because it can be stressful. Our family wants our attention, but we can get through this pandemic, but together, hand in hand, heart to heart, prayer to prayer. We will get through this because we serve an awesome God. God is faithful. He'll never leave us nor forsake us. Call us anytime. We're here to help you. So God bless you, man. Be encouraged. Don't forget your helmet. Don't forget your helmet. I can't overemphasize that. Please don't forget the helmet. Put your armor on every day. Don't forget that. God bless you, man. Love y'all.